Imagine someone giving you $1 million in order to sway your vote. This is what Elon Musk just did to two voters in Wisconsin ahead of the state's Supreme Court election. The judicial race has been flooded by an historic amount of money from ultra-wealthy billionaires. But why? Wisconsin is one of the US battleground states, and it is also one of more than a dozen US states where Supreme Court judges are elected by the public in a non-partisan election. Currently, liberal judges hold a 4-3 majority in the Wisconsin Supreme Court. But this election could flip that if conservative Brett Schimmel wins the vacant seat. So, what's the big deal? Whether the court has a right or left-leaning majority can shape how the state will vote in the future. The Supreme Court, for instance, could determine what the voting rules for the 2026 midterms and 2028 presidential elections are. And then there's something called redistricting. What's that? Redistricting means that boundaries for election districts within a state can be redrawn. In Wisconsin, this process is handled by politicians, meaning a political party can redraw voting areas in a way that helps them stay in power. And ultimately, the Supreme Court has the power to decide whether the maps are fair. And of course, the court also has the last say on high-profile issues like abortion rights. So these are some of the reasons why billionaires are investing so heavily in this Supreme Court election. Elon Musk and others have poured millions into conservative Brett Schimmel's race, while Democratic mega donors like George Soros are bankrolling liberal candidate Susan Crawford. It is said to be the most expensive judicial election ever and the most high stakes.